A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to e-learning classes of Sacred Hearts of the subject economics. Dear students, in the previous lecture, we have started our chapter number 5, poverty, out of the book Indian Economic Development. And in the previous lecture, we have discussed about the concept of poverty. So, it is a situation of inability to fulfill the basic requirements of life, including the food, clothing, education, housing, and health facilities. Thereafter, we have discussed who are the poor in the context of rural and urban area. Thereafter, we have discussed the different categories of poverty, such as always poor, who used to take birth in the poverty and die also in the poverty. Thereafter, we have discussed about the usually poor, the people who most of time lives below the poverty line, but sometimes occasionally they used to come above the poverty line. Thereafter, chronically poor, in this the above to discuss, that is the always poor and usually poor are putted. Thereafter, churning poor, these are the people who keep on moving or fluctuating above the poverty line and below the poverty line. Thereafter, we have discussed the fifth type of poor, that is the occasionally poor. These people always or most of time remain above the poverty line, but due to some misfortune in their life, they used to come below the poverty line. It is known as the occasionally poor. And the last one is the transient poor. And in the context of transient poor, churning poor and always poor used to come. Thereafter, we have discussed the concept of relative poverty and absolute poverty. Relative poverty is something, a comparison in context of two people, two region, two countries. Whosoever is comparatively having the less amount of resources is considered as relative poor. Thereafter, we have discussed about the absolute poverty. So in this, the people are classified among the category of poor and non-poor on the context of some criteria are considered as the absolute poverty. Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the poverty line and measurement of absolute poverty and thereafter extent of poverty in India. So let's get started. So initially, the meaning of poverty line. So, what is poverty line? The poverty line refers to a cutoff point which divides the people of a region or a country between two categories, poor and non-poor. So, it is a determining line which classify or divides the whole population into two parts, poor and non-poor people. Now see further, percentage of population below poverty line is called head count ratio or poverty incidence ratio. Whosoever comes under the poverty line, percentage of those people are known as head count ratio or poverty incidence ratio. Now, if we talk about our country, then Dada Bhai Nauroji discussed the concept of poverty line first time in India. In our country, initially, the Dada Bhai Nauroji was a particular economist who discussed the concept of poverty line. He calculated the poverty line based on the adult jail cost of living, and where the first experiment or this trial was done, it was done in the adult jail. Now see further, the concept of poverty line in India was first introduced in 1979, which set the rural poverty line, or what was the criteria, rupees 49.04 per capita per month. That means any of the particular person who is living in the rural area and earning 49 rupees and 4 paisa will be considered as the non-poor. And for the urban area, it was decided as rupees 50, rupees 56 and 64 paisa, 54 rupees and 64 paisa per month, per person per month. These lines remain the basis of measuring the poverty in India till 2004 and 2005. That means from 1979 to 2004 and 5, these criteria remained. What were the criteria? In the rural area, per capita per month was 49 rupees 4 paisa, and in the urban area it was 56 rupees 64 paisa. Now, after this, after 2004 and 2005, the Tendulkar Committee recognized the poverty line in India. Again, the values have been reassessed, and now rupees 816 per capita per month in rural area, and in the urban area it is 1000 rupees per capita per month. That is the criteria of determining the poor or the poverty line. Now there are some concept who used to define the poverty in the context of the calories as well. So in the rural area it is being estimated 2400 calories per person, and for the urban area it is considered as 2100 calories. And why the rural areas calories are comparatively high? Because their work is comparatively of manual work, or the hard work is there. They used to do the hard working task. Now how the poverty line is fixed in India, just see over here beta, some procedural details have been given to you people. See the very first point, in the estimation of the consumption cutoff only private consumption expenditure is considered in this. Second, in private consumption expenditure we consider not only food items but non-food items as well, because they are also important. Third, for the consumption of food items we work out per capita consumption of calories. Fourth, frequencies are recorded against each class interval. Frequencies are given, as we have discussed in the class 11th about it, how the frequencies are given. And finally, head count ratio is worked out showing the poor and non-poor. And in the last, the head count ratio is to be taken for the consideration of poor and non-poor. Now the limitations of poverty line. So there are basically two limitations. The very first is the no differentiation among the poor. This line only divides the population between poor and non-poor, but under the category of the poor there are further a lot of classifications are there, but it doesn't make any focus to all those classifications. For example, the particular person who is chronic poor is needed with the greater help in comparison to the occasionally poor. So it doesn't make any differentiation over there. The next one is the social factors ignored. If we talk about the poverty, then there is a mechanism that is associated with the social factors such as illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to the resources, lack of political freedom, and so on. But any of these type of factor is not considered in the context of the poverty line. Now the next topic, that is the extent of poverty in India, the number of poor. Here a schedule is there, and in this schedule you can see with the over period of time the population or the percentage of population, the percentage of poor people in comparison to the total population have been decreased continuously. In 60-61 it was 34%, 64-65 it was 46%, 70-71 it was 45, and then 46, then 48, and thereafter 34, 38.9, 36, 29.18, 26, thereafter 37. It has increased over the time 26 to 37, but it is as compared to the new digits that have been released about the determination of poverty line, that is 816 in rural area and rupees 1000 in urban area. But the poverty people who are living in the poverty is continuously decreased over the period of time. Now we can see its further part over there. The next part is rural urban poverty trends. What are the trends of rural and urban poverty that we are going to discuss in this? We can see beta that a diagram is here, and in this diagram we can see a schedule is there, and along with the schedule a complete flow chart sort of is there, frequency diagrams are there, and with the fraction what we can see एक बार हम लोग उसको फास्टली देख लेते हैं बेटा. द टोटल रूरल एरिया under the poverty, urban area under the poverty in total. If we see about the rural people, 54, 39.1, 37.3, 27.1, 41.8, 33.8 and 25.8, they have decreased continuously since 2004. It has since 2099 to to 2004 it has increased because the criteria have been changed, and the same thing for the urban area as well. 42%, 38.2%, 32.4%, 23%, 25%, 20%, and 13.7%. So what is the conclusion over there? Now see, rural poverty continues to have an edge over the urban poverty. If we compare, then rural poverty is comparatively higher in the percentage in comparison to the urban poverty, but we can say that both the ratio of poverty of urban as well as rural area have been decreased. And the next one, rural poverty has declined from 54%. Initially it was 54%, and in the last comparison it is 25.7%. It has decreased, and the same for the urban area as well. Initially it was 42% and now it is 13.7%. One more thing have been left out in this beta, that is the interstate comparison. So if we talk about the interstate comparison, so what is there? If we talk about the interstate comparison, then the ratio of poverty in the different states are different. Second point is there, it is reported that the highest poverty is in some states, and these states are UP, Bihar, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Manipur, Assam, and Madhya Pradesh. And the percentage is also given. If we talk about the UP, then 29.4% of population lives below the poverty line. It is 33.7% in the Bihar, 32.6% of the total population of the Odisha is poor, and 31.7% of the Madhya Pradesh population is poor. Now, another point, in Punjab only 8.3% of population is below poverty line. Only 8.3% of people. I think this is the least amount of poverty in our country. Any state that is having the minimum amount of poverty. Thereafter, next point, in Haryana it is 11.2%. that total population का इतना परसेंट पुअर है, and in Rajasthan 14.7% of the total population is living below the poverty line. Last 2 points are related to the minimum poverty in the India. So this is all about today. Today we have discussed about the concept of the poverty line, its determination, and thereafter we have discussed about the extent of poverty line in India and the number of poor. This is all about today. God bless you all. Lots of love.